This is the best Dragon type deck in the Pokemon TCG. Roll the intro. What is going on, everybody? Hitmonchan here, back again with another Pokemon trading card game online deck tech. Today I wanted to cover Regidrago VSTAR. I believe this card is the best Dragon type deck that you can be playing right now. Better than Giratina VSTAR, it's better than Hisuian Goodra VSTAR. It is so strong because of its versatility, and I'm going to show you why. It's got that Apex Dragon attack for 2 grass and a fire, which reads choose an attack from a Dragon type Pokemon in your discard pile and use it as that attack. Plain and simple. You can choose any Dragon type Pokemon you have in your discard pile and use its attack for only grass, and fire energy, and it's very easy to power up. But before we get into that, I want to talk about its VSTAR Power Legacy Star. This ability reads during your turn, you can discard the top 7 cards of your deck, then put up to 2 cards from your discard pile into your hand. Now, this VSTAR power is strong for 2 reasons. The first reason being, well, you can discard the top 7 cards of your deck, probably get some Dragon type Pokemon in the discard pile easy peasy. But the second reason is actually for consistency. You can use Legacy Star and you can pick 2 cards from your discard pile and put them into your hand. But this is your entire discard pile. This isn't just from the 7 cards you discarded. So you can pick something you discarded earlier that you might need down the line, like a Gardenia's Vigor or a Grass Energy or Fire Energy or whatever you need, maybe like a Bibarel, something that you discarded and you don't have a way to get back. You can get it back now with Legacy Star. So I am very excited to show off my deck list today and show what makes Regidrago VSTAR so good. We're rocking a 2/2 line of Bibarel for that draw support with Industrious Incisors. Once during your turn, you can draw cards till you have 5 in your hand. Very standard card, going to be very good in the up and coming Scarlet and Violet meta this spring. And now we're rocking the 3/3 line of Regidrago, and we are playing a bunch of different attackers. We got one Dragonite from Silver Tempest with that Energy Hurricane attack. You do 180, then you search your deck for 3 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. Very good for powering up your second Regidrago if your opponent is, you can hit your opponent and knock out or set up for a one-shot later on. We also have the Duraludon VMAX that can use G-Max Pulverization and does 220 damage, which is really good numbers, while also going through any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, like Miltank V's Miracle Body ability. We have a Giratina VSTAR with Lost Impact, so we can basically just knock out anything. 280 knocks out any VSTAR. With a choice build, you're doing 310 and you're knocking out any important VMAX, so that's why Giratina VSTAR is in here. But the main star of the show is Hisuian Goodra VSTAR. It has Rolling Iron, and you know that I love Hisuian Goodra VSTAR. I just did a video about it a couple days ago. You can do 200 damage and you take 80 less damage from attacks. Beautiful card. I absolutely love Hisuian Goodra VSTAR, and that's why we play 2 of it, because that's really the main bread and butter combo here. Is you want to make sure your Goodra's not prized, because if something is prized, like a Giratina or a Duraludon, you can at least use Goodra to stall enough time while doing a lot of damage to get enough time to get those Pokemon back. Now, if we have some other support Pokemon in order to make Regidrago work, we have a single Leafeon V for that Greening Cells ability, which reads you can search your deck for a Grass Energy and attach it to one of your Pokemon, but if you do, your turn ends. So this is a really good card to be using on the first turn of your game, your first turn of the game, to get a Regidrago powered up, kind of guaranteed for the next turn. We're also playing 3 Mew from Celebrations, and now this might seem like an odd choice to be playing, but the Mysterious Tail ability is so good that you can't not play this card. It's just incredible. You can search once during your turn, if you're in the active spot, you can look at the top 6 cards of your deck, reveal an item you find there, and put it into your hand. So this can get you any Ball Search, any Evil Incense, any kind of Switch or Escape Rope or whatever. You can get you any item card, even like a Choice Belt, and you can put it into your hand. And now Mew really helps you get set up in the early stages and in the middle stages. It acts as a good pivoter if you attach an air balloon to it, so you can move around and you can get cards out of your deck pretty easily that you might not have drawn into with Bibarel. And last but not least, we have Radiant Gardevoir with that Loving Veil ability, so we can be a little bit more tanky, and Lumineon V, so we can search for our supporters such as Gardenia's Vigor whenever we need it. So what are the other cards in the deck? Well, we got 1 Escape Rope, 2 Evo Incense, 4 Quick Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, and a Switch. Well, I'm talking about all these together because they're pretty standard. Quick Ball and Ultra Ball, we're pretty heavy on the counts just because we want to make sure we're getting our Pokemon that we need in the discard pile and the ones we need on the board. We're playing 2 Training Courts so we can recover our energy because we do not play Ordinary Rod in this list. And we're playing 4 copies of Gardenia's Vigor. This is really the bread and butter of the deck, is the Grass Energy combined with Gardenia, because Gardenia's Vigor reads, you can draw 2 cards. If you drew any cards in this way, attach up to 2 Grass Energy cards from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. So you can basically power up a full Regidrago in 1 turn as long as you have all the necessary pieces in your hand. We're playing 3 Professor's Research so we can discard cards and draw cards. Same thing with Serena, which also acts as our gust effect, like our boss's orders. You can bring up opponent's Pokemon V and knock it out pretty easily with any of our attackers that we have up here. Rocking 2 Air Balloon to help us retreat and 2 Choice Belt to help us do more damage. 4 energies, we're playing 4 Fire and 8 Grass, and that is basically the list. It's pretty straightforward, but it is really strong and really fun. I'm planning to build this with paper cards, and I'll bring them, like actual cards, you know, real cards, and bring them to my Pokemon League sometime in the near future so I can get some real world experience with Regidrago V-Star. I'm very excited to show you the gameplay today, so let's see if we can get some dubs with Regidrago V-Star. We get to call the coin flip here. Tails never fails, and we win. So we're absolutely gonna go first. I'm curious what we're playing against here, but we have a pretty good setup depending on what Mew gets us off that Mysterious Tail ability. Yeah, we're having a good time here. Mysterious Tail. Evo Incense is really good for us. Do that. And is Leafeon in here? Leafeon is in the deck, beautiful. So we'll grab the Goodra. And now we can Ultra Ball these away. Gonna keep Choice Ball because I don't quite know what we're up against. So we'll put Leafeon down, we'll attach the belt, and we will Greening Cells here. Would have been nice if we could get a Bidoof down as well. That would have been pretty good. But I'm happy with the setup here because we can just play Gardenia, hopefully draw into that. Oh no. Vikavolt. Man. Not very happy with that. I don't like playing against Vikavolt. That you know, that doesn't make me very happy and joyous. Does not make me very happy and joyous whatsoever. But that's okay. They're gonna scoop up that, put the Mew back down, cross switcher. They're gonna bring up Leafeon. I'm fine with that because we have Switch and Escape Rope still. And they're gonna grab Battle VIP. Okay, so they really went all in for that, but it works. They can Battle VIP, probably grab Radiant Greninja and another Pokemon, whatever that may be. Grab Palkia. Okay, this is Palkia. That makes sense. I haven't played against Palkia. I've maybe played it against 1 time, if any. So that's going to be interesting to see. They got the Air Balloon on the Mew. They can Quick Ball. Get rid of a boss, which is good. And they're going to get Lumineon. They're filling their board with Pokemon that are very bossable, knockoutable, and rolling ironable. So they have Melanie here, which means that they can Melanie. And they gotta find that lightning energy, and they can potentially item lock us next turn. That would be very devastating. They find that energy. They grab another Mew. They're probably looking for a Crobat in the prizes. They have the lightning energy though, so they're actually going to be able to. Well, they're retreating to the other Mew, which they gotta have a scoop up net for sure. They for sure have another retreating option in their hand. There's no way that they don't. Luckily for us, yeah, they have the Switch. Okay, for sure. Luckily for us, we don't really depend too much on those item cards, except for the fact that we need to use them to get Pokemon in our discard pile. But we can play Gardenia here. This is like beautiful. Like this is amazing. So Regidrago. Now we can Legacy Star. And what do we grab? We can't play these item cards. We can grab Serena, and we'll just grab an energy. Next turn, we can retreat. That's beautiful. That's incredible. We leave Greening Cells to the Leafeon, and we're good to go. Next turn. Now my opponent's got we don't play a lot of benched Pokemon in this deck, so Palkia V-Star isn't going to be able to do too much. It's got that Subspace Swell attack. That's a 60 plus 20 more for each bench Pokemon in play. So they're not going to be able to one-shot us. They're just going to Paralyzing Bolt us again. Now, this is where the fun comes in. This is where the fun happens. Because we got the Choice Belt down already, so we can we can just retreat. We're going to attach an energy here again. And now we just go Apex Dragon, and we do Rolling Iron. Boom. Knocked out. Easy peasy. We get to take 2 prizes, and now we get to wait and see what my opponent decides to do. We take that research, which is good, the Training Court, which is even better. They're going to go into their Mew and try and find some things. I kept Serena, I didn't want to play it, okay, because there, boom. Like, case in point scenario, Vulpix. We have to boss around that Vulpix in order to get stuff done here. We can boss up that Lumineon and knock that out, then they can Vulpix us again. Won't matter too much, because hopefully by that time we find Duraludon and we're able to just win the game. But worst case scenario, we still have another Serena that we have access to, so we can just Serena up like Palkia, or we can Serena up something else and knock it out. If they don't even get that Vulpix like this turn, actually we should probably just knock it out this turn. If Cross Switcher, that's fine. They're gonna Energy Retrieval, so they're gonna get some stuff going here. Maybe they're gonna scoop up net. Oh no, they're gonna start powering up Vulpix. Yeah, I'm gonna introduce Serena to you, my friend. And you're not gonna like me very much. Goodbye, Vulpix. I'm sorry, it was nice knowing you, but you're too dangerous. I play a 1/1 Vulpix line in my Palkia Bibarel deck. Vulpix is too dangerous to be messed around with, and now yeah, that's it. There's nothing else my opponent could do there. That's tough for them. They needed the Vulpix to win, or else they were kind of just waiting till I found Lost, because I can just stall them out. So very, very good game against my opponent. We had some good draws, and we were able to do quite a bit, even though we were under the item lock of Vikavolt V. My opponent is calling the coin flip here. I was going to say Tails never fails, but we won the coin flip today, so we're absolutely going to go first with that heads, and we're going to see what we are up against. This would have been a really good hand had we had a basic Pokemon here, but you know what? We're going to at least, get to see if we can refresh our hand and even get a better one. This is pretty good, not the best, but, we could absolutely do some damage with that hand. For sure. And now here, we have a good hand as well here. I'm content with this. As long as Leafeon is in the deck, then we will be in a pretty good spot. But we're going to have to see what my opponent is playing against. We've got Radiant Greninja, so it doesn't give us a whole lot of information, but at the very least, we can get some stuff started here. Leafeon is in the deck, which we're absolutely going to want to grab. We can attach an energy here. We'll go for an Ultra Ball and get a Bidoof so we can actually draw a bunch of cards next turn, because I doubt they'll be able to knock it out, and we go for a Greening Cells. So now all we need to do is find a Regidrago V-Star and a Fire Energy, and we're good to go. That's really the power of the Leafeon. There are some lists that don't play the Leafeon, but if we didn't have this, we would be struggling this next turn. This hand would have been terrible if we didn't have Leafeon in the deck. So I'm very, very happy that we have included it here. My opponent is going to conceal cards, discard a Water Energy, draw 2. We're going to see what we're actually up against here, because there's a Training Court. They don't have any attackers down unless it's just some sort of Greninja water box. They're going to go for a Quick Ball now. Now we're going to get to see exactly what we're up against. Maybe it's Palkia. I haven't seen Palkia in a long time. I've been playing a Palkia Bibarel list that my friend and I have concocted. Oh, it's Snom. Oh, interesting. Okay, so and maybe it is some sort of water box here with Snom and Frostmoth, rather, to accelerate energy, and a slew of different attackers. But we'll have to see what we're up against. Because when it's just Snom and Greninja on the board, we can't quite tell what is going to happen. My opponent hasn't played any supporter cards yet, so we're oh, Alolan Vulpix V. Okay, now I see. Alolan Vulpix could be scary for us, but we have that Duraludon in the deck, so we can actually oh, they're gonna white drop. Okay, that makes our lives a lot easier as long as we find the necessary cards here. Grass Energy, we don't need that, and it kind of clogs up our hand a little bit. So we're just gonna Industrious Incisors, get 4 cards, Fire Energy, Regidrago V-Star, that's what we need. We actually get both of them. That's amazing. There we go. Now, yeah, we'll just get Regidrago V-Star here. We can attack with Goodra now, which is amazing because it's already in the discard. We have that Fire Energy. We'll put a Air Balloon here, and we can get rid of this Grass Energy and grab ourselves a Radiant Gardevoir. Will actually help us out a little bit. Now we can go for a Legacy Star and burn through the top 7 cards of our deck to hopefully get some more Pokemon in there. We didn't get anything else, but what we did get in the discard pile was some Fire Energies, or Fire Energy, Grass Energy. We got Choice Belt in there. We need Choice Belt for sure. And I'm thinking next turn, and grab that quick ball so we can at least thin our hand down a little bit more. So that's what I kind of want to do here. We'll just leave that quick ball in the hand. We'll play that down. We can actually do this. We can grab the grass energy, play quick ball, get rid of it, and we can grab our second Regidrago here, because we only really need 2 in the game. And now we can Apex Dragon, boom, Rolling Iron, 230 damage, goodbye Vulpix. We get to take 2 prize cards. Now, it would have been better for my opponent, in my opinion, to leave their Vulpix on the bench and power it up with Snom. Like, that 60 damage was not worth it. Because Vulpix V-Star, if you don't know, its attack stops it from getting damaged by Pokemon with abilities. And, you know, Regidrago V-Star has an ability. So it could have been tough for my opponent, or for us, rather, to knock out that Vulpix unless we found our Duraludon, which we didn't find. So, and we didn't find a boss's orders either, right? So we're in a really good spot here because of my opponent's misplay there. But they're going to have an Irida, so they're able to maybe recover a little bit, get some Pokemon. There's an Articuno and Evo Incense. So with that Training Court and with the Frostmoth that they're going to be getting out here, they're probably going to be able to paralyze us with that Wild Freeze attack, which is a little bit concerning, I won't lie. However, we're not going to be in the worst spot ever because we can use Gardenia to power up another Regidrago. We can Ultra Ball and get some more, you know, go through our deck a bit more, get another Regidrago V-Star, use Rolling Iron again. They're not going to be doing any damage to us because of that Rolling Iron. We're just going to get paralyzed here. So, I'm not too concerned about this right now, but we need to find a switch or an escape rope. Thankfully, we have a pretty decent sized hand here because we can grab an energy with the Training Court and play Gardenia. So we can attach this energy to Regidrago. We'll even attach this here, and I'll Ultra Ball these cards away. We'll grab another Regidrago V-Star here. So we need to basically find a switching card in order to get this Regidrago out of the active. And we can do that with Bibarel here. I'm guessing we're going to find... There we go. We got that escape rope. So we're in a good spot. We can escape rope. And now they got to bring something up. Something that they're not going to want to bring up. Because both these cards are good for them to have. They need a Frostmoth and they need a Greninja in play. So my guess would be they're going to bring up the Frostmoth. Because at the very least, they're going to attack with Articuno next turn. But we'll see. They're going to bring up Greninja. Interesting. We can go into Bibarel and just retreat back into Regidrago. Go for that Apex Dragon and knock out their Greninja. We can also take a prize card for that. And now we're not going to be taking any damage next turn as of their current state. If they put like a Choice Belt or something on, maybe we'll take like 20 damage. But other than that, we're in a really good spot here. Another Grass Energy would be nice, and thankfully we can get it thanks to that Training Court from our discard pile. We can just pick that up and put it onto our Regidrago. Having 2 Regidrago V-Stars ready for action. But now we're going to need to struggle a little bit because we are down our escape rope and we need to find our switch because Regidrago cannot retreat. Now they have the Nessa in hand, which makes sense as to why they got rid of the Greninja now. They can start powering up their other Pokemon with, you know, with Frostmoth. So, and they're going to draw more cards with concealed cards here. They can at least attach 1 energy. They probably have another one. They can get that energy back with Training Court, actually. So pretty interesting play from my opponent. They're going to start getting Vulpix ready. And because of that, we need to find Duraludon VMAX here. They're going to get that other energy back. And now they can get Vulpix fully powered up and ready. So if we can somehow find, like, if we can top deck our switch, we'll be in an amazing spot. Because we can actually Serena up that Vulpix and knock it out right now. And, you know, keep Rolling Iron going and take 80 less damage per turn. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. They're gonna Wild Freeze us, you know, no damage, but we're gonna get paralyzed here. So we gotta find that switch card right now. Oh, I thought we were gonna get it for a second. I was gonna kind of freak out. That's okay. I'm thinking what we do is we should maybe we drop this other Regidrago and grab Grass Energy. We'll go for Gardenia once again. There's that switch that we were looking for, so we can put this Grass Energy on this Regidrago, attach here, we'll switch into Bibarel. We'll discard Goodra because we don't need Goodra right now. That's fine. We'll Industrious Incisors, and you'll notice that this deck goes through its cards really quickly. This is a really good hand to have, so I want to go back into this Regidrago specifically, and we're going to Apex Dragon, taking out our opponent's Articuno. That Articuno was very annoying for us, but that's okay. There's another Regidrago VSTAR to put on our Pokemon there. Now, we really need to find our Duraludon at this point, because if they have the Vulpix in their hand, the Alolan Vulpix VSTAR, which they do, that Snow Mirage is going to hurt us a lot. It's going to hurt us a lot. It's a shred attack, so it goes through effects like our Radiant Gardevoir, and we can't damage it next turn unless we find our Duraludon. If we find our Duraludon, we're gonna be having fun. They're actually gonna boss up our other Regidrago, which sucks, but it's okay because we have Air Balloon in hand. And they're gonna attempt to get us stuck here. But you know what? That's okay. I respect their efforts here. We knock out this Vulpix, we win the game. I was so close. Like, I thought we were gonna draw, you know? I thought we were gonna draw our Duraludon. That's okay. Air Balloon here. I think our best bet is the Professor's Research. Just dig through more of the deck. We're gonna need to do that in order to... There we go. We got the game here. We Ultra Ball, get rid of Duraludon and Giratina. Don't need anything from here. We found exactly the combo we need. We can retreat into this Regidrago. Boom. Apex Dragon. G-Max Pulverization. Goodbye, Alolan Vulpix. Good game from my opponent. They got their combo going a little bit too late, but the Regidrago was able to become victorious nonetheless. So what do you think of my Regidrago VSTAR deck? I absolutely am in love with this deck. I think it is so much fun to play and super powerful. If I were to make any changes to the deck, I'm going to let you know them right now. It might be worth adding a 1 Leafeon VSTAR into this deck. However, I don't know how much value you'd get out of its VSTAR power, because you're more often Legacy Starring just to help your consistency, your consistency be boosted. However, it could be a good backup attacker because you can still use the grass energy, and it acts as like a budget Goodra. And you get an extra 60 HP on Leafeon, which makes it like less susceptible to getting one-hit KO'd by like smaller Pokemon that don't do 280, but maybe they do 200 or they do 220 or 240 or something like that. So could be worth adding Leafeon VSTAR, but other than that, I think the list is actually, I don't say this lightly, I think the list is kind of perfect. Like, the list is really strong and is really consistent and very fun to play. That's kind of what I look for in a deck. So I think it's competitively viable and only gets better in the upcoming Scarlet and Violet format. After rotation happens, the biggest card you lose is Evolution Incense and Quick Ball. Those are really painful. Everything else, and Training Court sucks too. I won't lie. Training Court kind of sucks as well, but everything else stays. Oh, and Air Balloon too. Never mind. You know what? Losing Air Balloon really hurts this deck too, but you can just replace those with switches and such. So, I lied. Most things stay, but you do lose some crucial cards that are going to mean you have to change the deck up a little bit more. But you should still be able to make things work very consistently because you have Ultra Ball to help you out here. And other than that, that's about it. Thank you all so much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed, and let me know what you think of Regidrago VSTAR and this deck in the comments down below. For today, I specifically want to know what Dragon-type attackers do you think are worth it. These were the ones that I found were very consistent and fun, but I also like Garchomp V, Flygon V, and some other of those kind of Pokemon. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. And subscribe to the channel. I post 2 new Pokemon trading card game videos every single week. Plus, I'm doing a couple shorts a week as well, which is, which is fun. I'm covering all of the Pokemon EX that were just revealed slowly every few days. So if you want to learn more about the future cards of the set, you can check out some of my shorts, on my channel page. And yeah, tick that notification bell because I post 2 new videos every week, like I just said. And I'm forgetting that I just said. But make sure you're notified of those so you don't miss out. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Hitmonchanning out.